Hey guys, welcome back. So as most of you know, we have lived on 3 continents so far. So if you're curious to see how they stack up against each other and what life is like, you're gonna definitely want to see this video. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of a game. We're each gonna have 1 point. We have 13 categories, stuff from everyday life stuff to just the smaller little funner things. And we're going to compare them compared to Canada, Albania, and China. Okay, so let's take a look at the first category. So we have, and by the way, this is all not scripted. Summer doesn't even know what the topics are. I briefly read through them just to make sure they made sense, but I didn't want to dwell on it too much. So you're actually gonna see her 100% reaction, and you're gonna see my genuine thoughts on it as well. All right, first category, everyday life. So, number 1, cost of living. How expensive it is to live there and the cost of basically day-to-day life. Groceries, rent, bills, eating out, that kind of thing.
Cost of living, I might have to say China.
I'm 100% gonna give my point to China as well, so that's 2 points to China. For me, I'm gonna give it to China just because the cost of living and the income, they balance each other. In Albania, the cost of living is definitely cheap. That would have been the runner-up, but the income does not match it's low on both sides. So next category, in Canada, doesn't even fall in it. Like, it's high cost of living and yeah, it's crap. Number 2, food and eating out. So we're looking at availability, variety, affordability, and quality of the food.
Quality, that is a big one, because I was like, oh, variety, like Canada, America, like they have like, the world is your oyster, but quality.
So what she means by that is back home, like it's all processed. So it's not fresh, it's not, and you can get fresh organic, absolutely, but then you're paying a higher cost on that.
But there's food there that there's stuff in the food there that's illegal here. Well, not in Albania. Albania is standard.
Yeah, they have a lot of preservatives that you won't find in the EU because it's banned.
Like, it's bad for you. We had bread that sat out for like a month, and it was still good to eat.
See, like, I'm going to have to go with Albania and give my point there. And the reason being is because it has variety.
It does.
It's fresher. It's cost effective. So all around it covers everything. China has a lot. It has variety. You can import a lot. I learned how to make a lot of things from scratch because you couldn't get there, and the quality when you eat out is a little bit dodgy. So
yeah,
100% Albania. You?
Yeah, Albania.
So far we have 2 for China, 2 for Albania. Next, transportation. So we're looking at ease of getting around, public transport, taxis, ride shares, traffic, and of course affordability.
This one, there was like 2 questions that you kind of gave an example of what we're gonna do. I think you gave me this one and you gave me another one. This one, I already had in my head, China. I love the transportation in China. It was super easy. We've traveled around New York. We've traveled around the capital of Canada.
Ottawa?
So hard. Yeah. It was so hard to travel there. Like, you were so confused, I remember, with the buses.
Yeah, the New York transit system, like the subway system, was a lot easier to navigate than the Ottawa transportation system, and it's just buses.
Yeah. And Albania, I hear a lot of complaints about the buses. And China, they have like the fast train. They have like, their buses are stupid cheap. Like, so China.
100%, I'm gonna have to throw that one to China as well. You have the fast train to go from Yinchuan to Xi'an. It's a 4-hour drive. We got there in an hour, just about an hour, and it was dirt cheap. It was like $20 or something. Like, it was really cheap. So you can travel very easily, cost efficiently. Even flights around China were pretty cheap.
And Albania's pretty good too. Like,
Canada has good ride shares and stuff, but they're expensive and it doesn't make sense. Like, I can fly from here to pretty much anywhere in Europe cheaper than it takes me to take a taxi across town in Canada. So yeah, it's not even on the thing. And Albania, it's cheap, it's just there's not a lot of options. So even here in the capital, they don't even have a subway system. So it's just budget buses, and it's a little dodgy at that. So 100% China. So far we're at China 4, Albania 2. Number 4, weather and seasons. Climate, seasonal changes, natural disasters, and overall comfort throughout the year. That one's a little harder because we haven't lived here all year round. I'm probably gonna have to go with Canada.
I was just gonna say Canada, which is weird.
Yeah,
like,
you would think.
Yeah.
Okay, my thing for that was in Canada, although we have earthquakes, I've never experienced anything that I've experienced here. I've been woken up out of my bed while it was shaking. I've went to the toilet and just, no. Had an earthquake while I was on the toilet once. No. And we've been here 6 months. And that's not even earthquake season.
And we've only experienced one earthquake in China.
And in China, I've only experienced one. So definitely not Albania for that. As for the weather, it's great here. Don't get me wrong. It's been beautiful. It's been nice and hot and sunny and beautiful. But the earthquake undid it all for me. I still have ghost shakes.
Yeah.
Like there's times where I'm sitting there and I'm like, and Summer's eyeballing the table, ready to jump. This has messed with my head. Yeah. Canada and
sometimes
China.
I wake up and I think I'm shaking, and I'll ask her, like, was there an earthquake this morning? She's like, no.
Yeah, like I'll check, and no. And then China would be a runner-up, but it gets so hot there. Like it's.
And for me, like I'm so sensitive to heat that. It doesn't matter if it's hot, like dry heat, humid heat. It's too hot for me.
So, if you're keeping score, China 4, Canada 2, Albania 2. All right, next, healthcare and accessibility. So, cost, quality, ease of access to doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies.
Pharmacies here, Albania's definitely got it. They have like 2 pharmacies on every corner.
So we did a whole video on Albania. So for that, I'm gonna have to go, definitely not Canada. Like as you saw, if you haven't, click here. You can watch it. Canada definitely is not gonna be in the forefront on that. Albania and China. I'm gonna go with Albania because China scares me. At least here, Albania, there's dental tourism. China, I don't know if you've seen, but you sit like, imagine the front of a store and you'll sit there and watch people get their tooth pulled, their dental cleaned, and it's just, and then you have to pay extra to get Novocaine and stuff. Like, it's just not standard there. Or you can walk down the street in Beijing and get your tooth pulled on the sidewalk. Like, no, let's just.
Albania.
I mean, ease of access, China, but yeah, Albania, 100%.
Yeah.
So, 2. So China 4, Albania 4, Canada 2. Safety and comfort, general safety, crime rates, where you feel secure, cleanliness, and comfort in everyday life. General safety, Albania and China. Crime rates, Albania and China, I feel better. Feeling secure, yeah. Cleanliness,
I feel like cleanliness shouldn't be with those. Because cleanliness, I like Canada.
yeah.
They're clean.
Yeah, like here there's garbage everywhere. China looks clean. Like when we walked down the sidewalk, I remember people were like, oh, China's so dirty. And we're like, what? And you see like every morning they're sweeping, they're cleaning. So like China is like cleaner in that sense, but the air
is what gets it.
Here the air is okay. We're also in Fresco. But the air is okay. It's a little bit more dirty though, because there's times when we're in the city and I'm like, it smells like China. So cleanliness, 100% Canada. But I don't feel safe or secure there. We've walked around at night here, and in China, same thing. We'll go to the park late at night and hang out, like just go for walks. You don't want to do that unless you want to get attacked. So yeah. definitely. Who are you giving your point to?
That's what it's like cleanliness. That's why I feel like cleanliness and safety
Okay, let's
shouldn't
take
be.
cleanliness out of it.
Okay. Safety. Probably Albania.
So I think that safety-wise, I'm gonna have to go with China. Unless it's Spring Festival, there's a higher rate of crime there. But Albania, nothing's happened to me personally. I don't know anybody who's had stuff happen to them. I feel safe going out at night. I just feel like pickpocketing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Albania's like that. If anything, this is Europe in my head. Because in my head, I'm like, Europe, pickpocketing, Europe, not safe, pickpocketing, Europe. You know, and then when we go to the cafes, there's a bunch of like, I don't know if they're gypsies or what, but there's a bunch of little kids who are constantly asking for money and grabbing at stuff off our tables. And so you got to watch them. The shopkeepers will kick them out, but I don't trust them. So that plays into crime rates for me and safety security. China doesn't have that.
But China, they have like specialized people where they cut your pockets and they like.
Yep. In the bigger cities, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like nowhere is
I
safe.
think
but
I am gonna go China, only because they have a death penalty. I think I'm gonna have to go Canada, or not Canada, China, only because they have a death penalty. We heard once here about a girl was attacked by a man, and in China, if that were to happen, he would be put to death. You don't go around doing that. Like, nothing. They have no tolerance for that. So I think that would be the only.
So that gives you a sense of security and safety as a woman?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
and Albania's got too many bees.
I do feel threatened when I sit on my porch. But as long as I stay still, I'm fine.
And last one in this category, animal care. So, how pets and animals are treated, cost and quality of veterinary care, and animal welfare.
You want to start this up? We have big opinions.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, when I look at animal care, I'm thinking how animals are treated on the street. I'm thinking how animals are treated with their owners, behind closed doors, and also veterinary care. And so Canada, definitely 100% better animal care. There's like a lot of no-kill shelters. Animals are definitely more, like animal rights are more aware. However, nobody can afford the care. So great, you have a no-kill shelter, but you can't afford your pet, so send them to the no-kill shelter, I guess. Like, it's stupid. So definitely not Canada for that reason. It makes it hard to even find an apartment. How many people, come on, comment down below, let me know. How many people looked for an apartment? How long did it take you to find an apartment back home, Canada or US, I don't know how it is there, with pets?
I think we had a harder time finding one in Canada than we did here.
Oh, 100%. Without a doubt, 100%.
Also, I know this isn't every vet. Okay? Like, even I want to be a vet. I want to be a vet tech. Like, I get people are not in it for the money. But a lot of them now, maybe not the techs, because they're not getting paid for what they're doing. But the vets themselves.
Well, they're getting paid, but not their worth.
Yeah. But the vets themselves, I'm sorry, no. The techs, I trust. Even the receptionists, I trust. They're there because they care. I'm sorry, not the vets.
And this is coming from somebody who worked in a vet clinic.
Like, not the vets. But, you know who does care? Well, you know what vets do care? The ones in China, the ones that we experienced in Albania.
So, a little bit of a story. When we went from China to Canada, Joey reacted to something, I don't know, pollen, whatever. And his eyes were swollen and itchy, and he kept scratching and scratching to the point that he scratched his eyelid off, and that's why if you look at him, his eyeball looks like it's popped out because he scratched his eyelid off. Like when I wiped it, it came off in my hand. Like, poor guy. So we brought him to the vet, and because he needs like antihistamines or whatever for dogs. And anyway, they gave him a shot. The shot almost killed him. And so we brought him to a different vet. Like, it was just such a hassle. And the other vet was like, well, I can't give you anything for him until you do tests. And I'm like, well, how much is that? He's like, $700. I'm like, can't you just give him a Gravol shot or something? And he's like, we don't do Gravol. Okay, can you give him an anti-nauseant? Like, he can't hold anything down. This isn't about long-term right now. This is about saving him. He lost, 2 pounds in 3 days? Something like that. And he's a tiny chihuahua. Like, he doesn't have that weight to play with.
And he would drink, like, he would take 2 licks of water and then be nauseous. Like,
yeah, so he couldn't hold anything down. He was starting to become lethargic. Like, this is an emergency at this point. And the vet was like, I'm not doing anything for him until... So we ended up going to Walmart. We left the vet. We went to Walmart. I went and got some anti-nauseant pills and antihistamine pills. Because what happened was I then texted our vet in China, who's not getting paid. And I was like, listen, this is the story. This is Joey. Here's what happened. What do I do? He's like, okay, what's his weight? Because we were just at the vet, I had his weight. I gave it to him. He's like, okay, this is what you do, blah, blah, blah. And so we ended up going to Walmart and getting him pills. So for me, vet care, 100%. Animal care, China, 100%. So people love their animals. Like, so behind closed doors, people are buying outfits. Like, there's such a huge... Where do you think all your dog clothes come from? They're from China. Toys, like, we never had problems getting anything for them. They agree. Even the Albanian dogs know. It's okay, Nova. So 100%. However, with that said, we're not oblivious to the fact that that's also where the Dog Meat Festival is. And animal welfare. Dogs aren't properly looked at if for non-pet owners. So there's that.
And you do have to be careful. Like, a lot of... What is Joseph doing? You gotta be careful because a lot of people don't like dogs in China, obviously. And so they actually put out poison in some bushes, so you have to be careful. And Chinese, like, a lot of people don't put their dogs on leashes, which, hey, like, the dogs there are absolutely well trained. Like, I've never seen... Not all of them. Well, they have socialization issues. But listening to their owner, they are on it. So they don't have them on leashes, and so that happens quite a bit. Which is why I'm giving my point to Albania. The vet here, absolutely amazing. The people, like, I've never seen so many dishes of dog food and cat food just out for the strays. And it might depend on where you are. I noticed in Tirana, like in like the city, people are really nice to the strays. In Fresco, not so much. So
this is controversial as well. So you're going to find, for all of you who are living out on the outskirts of town, your experience, I'm sure, is going to be far different. Animals there's no such thing as animal rights in Albania. And for that reason, I'm not giving anybody a point. So I think that Albania has a long way to go for animal rights and animal welfare. They do help with strays a lot more, but they also, from what I've heard, I haven't experienced it firsthand, I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, they also call animals strays before the tourist season, so there's less on the road, which I don't agree with, and therefore that's why I'm not giving anybody any points. Canada sucks as far as finding a house, finding an apartment if you're renting, cost of vets. Vets don't really give a crap about the animals. It's just, it's an illusion.
We went to every vet in town for Joey. Like, we were trying to find a vet that would help us for Joey because we didn't know what to do at that point. There is one vet in Abbotsford that I heard was really good. We couldn't afford them.
Yeah. They were apparently amazing, but their prices, I couldn't afford it. Yeah. Especially after going to a couple vets already for the same thing. Like, so I reached out to China, and so that's why nobody's getting any points from me on that one. So if you're keeping up, China is at 6 total, Canada's at 2, and Albania's at 5. So lifestyle and culture. So second category. People and community. So friendliness of locals, openness, helpfulness to foreigners, sense of community, and ease of making friends.
Albania. I barely have to think about it. Albania.
Yeah. China's friendly. They're good with foreigners, but they're very like, they give me PTSD, so I don't want to get into it. Yeah.
You're not one of them.
You're not one of them. You're never going to be one of them, no matter what. Whenever you walk down the streets, kids point, stare, laugh.
And that's in a small town where they are open to foreigners more. In the bigger cities, not so much. They're more like...
And in the bigger cities, from what I heard, they don't like foreigners because they busted their ass trying to get out of their small town to move to the big city, and now they're competing with foreigners.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Albania, 100%.
And Albania is so proud of their culture, and they're so...
Like, when we say the people here, like 100%, people are warm, inviting, very patriotic, and very, 100% Albania.
Yeah.
So let's see. Next stop would be nature and outdoors. Access to parks, mountains, beaches, hiking, clean air, outdoor activities.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to Canada.
Ooh.
I don't agree with how they charge you to go to those parks.
Like, they charge you here too, though.
But there's nothing there. They're charging you to walk in the woods. They're charging you to swim in the lake with nothing there. Like, there's absolutely nothing there. The closest thing there is a bear. Like, there's nothing.
It's to maintain the park trails. It's to have somebody clean up the garbage. It's for if you fall down and have an emergency, the park rangers.
There are no park rangers. There's nothing. But it's really pretty, very clean. Yeah.
Oh, I'm torn. I'm genuinely torn. I'm torn between Canada and Albania. Canada's got, like, the thing is too, like, Canada's got from coast to coast, it's got so much.
Yeah.
But Albania is so beautiful, and it's cheaper to travel around, and there is a cost going to places, but it's so much cheaper to do things. Albania, you got my vote. It's cheaper to do things here. Mm-hmm. Like, you could have the best of the best in the world, but if people can't afford to go out every weekend or go enjoy it, what's the point of having it?
That's true.
So
that's true. Yeah, like, I was so looking forward to going out into the woods in Canada, and we only went once.
Well, okay, not just that. Even if you find there's a lot of trails, like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of trails in Canada you don't have to pay for, okay? Mm-hmm. But who has the time? We worked 40 hours a week, plus you need another job because 40 hours a week now is not enough. And then when you're not working, I'm not hiking in the frickin' woods, man. I need to catch up on stuff around the house. I've got things to do. I've got errands to run. I just want to chill and relax. Like,
that's true.
So
I think it also depends too on what you prefer. Like, Canada has the Rockies more.
Albanian Alps.
Yeah, and Albania has the Alps and then, like, tropical water.
Yeah.
Like, okay, can I take my note back? Because they're very extreme.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like,
yeah.
Canada's got that too. Like, it's got beautiful beach, but it's not tropical.
Yeah.
It's cold water beaches.
I really thought Canada would have to take it too because of how clean and, like, but yeah.
Right? Okay. So, like, all right. And then, okay. Ooh, 10. Ready?
Okay.
We kind of touched base on this one in the last one. Work culture, job opportunities, attitude towards work, work-life balance, typical hours, availability of jobs, 100%. 10 out of 10. I don't even need to think about it. Albania is 100%. You gotta think about this.
I'm trying to let China speak.
Work culture, 996. Or how does that work? 12 hours a day, 6 days a week or something like that? Working from 9 to 9, 6 days a week. There's no break. You get a holiday. You got to work on the weekend to make it up.
Yeah.
No.
I do love the spring festival, though. Gotta say. But yeah, Albania. Havash, havash.
Avash, avash, absolutely. Yeah, here it's about Europe, and I think that's a European thing from what I've heard. Work-life balance. It's very, you know, you work hard, you play hard. It's very chill. You have the downtime to enjoy those beautiful tropical beaches in Albanian Alps.
Yeah.
So if you're keeping score at this point, Albania's at 10, Canada's at 2, and China's at 6. So, again with the B's, I'm going to have to start deducting points for every B. And the last one in here, festival and traditions, cultural celebrations, holidays, uniqueness, vibrancy, and accessibility to locals and foreigners. Let me tell you what country is not getting it. You're laughing. What country is not getting it?
Canada.
Yeah, okay. Because while we were living in Canada, I saw nothing for Christmas celebrations, which is a Canadian tradition, but Diwali was celebrated everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I know more about their traditions and stuff than my own now. So yeah, definitely not Canada. Okay. Do we want to finish this in the house? Like it's buzzing around your face. Okay, it's on the ledge now. It's coming back. Seriously, I'm done with this guy.
I just had him on my face.
So 100% 10 out of 10, Canada, not it. Albania.
I think I feel like that was the only big festival I heard about too.
Yeah, and there's fire. Like yeah, that was the only thing.
Yeah, that was the only thing that was fireworks for. Okay.
Oh, Canada Day, but even then, it wasn't as big as Diwali Festival. Albania, I haven't been here long enough to really experience anything. I don't even know what holidays have happened since we've been here in the last 6 months. I'm sure there's been some, but...
Keep in mind, a lot of stuff happened in the center. We don't live in the center. So...
10 out of 10 China for me. Spring Festival, you see like everything's lit up. When we got there, it was Qingming Festival. You saw everything being sold for it. Here, like, you don't even know a holiday's coming up.
Yeah. But, like, it's so big on that end, but at the same time, that was the loneliest time for us foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the whole foreigner acceptancy out, if we're just looking at festivals themselves, 100% China.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Accessibility to locals and foreigners. Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, we can go in the park and celebrate with them, but I felt like a poser.
Mm-hmm. So, no points for you?
No point.
Okay, so there we go. All right, so we only have 2 categories left. This is in the special fun category. So, number 12, travel opportunities. Ease of travel within the country, access to nearby countries, attractions, and sightseeing options. Now, keep in mind, in Canada, we lived on the Canada-US border. So we did get to travel to the US a lot because they were right there. It's a 5-minute drive. But nearby countries and across the country, like there's no way in Canada you want to go across the country. Even a flight to the province over is as much as a flight to here. So
in China,
yeah,
there's a lot surrounding, and yeah, like you can, but to leave, like going around China, absolutely, it's a breeze. But as soon as you step out, like it's hard to step out of China. It's.
I mean, we've been to Malaysia, Thailand, Hong Kong, Singapore. Like we've traveled outside of China.
It's expensive. Like whenever we looked at trying to travel somewhere, it was expensive. Like we were like, okay, well let's just go to somewhere else in China. Like it was expensive to leave.
I'm gonna have to give that to Albania. Yeah, because it's cheap to like to travel within the country, and it's also cheap to go outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the perk to us wanting to come here. Like when we looked at here, we were looking at Georgia as well, and Albania was cheaper for that reason. So, so Albania, you as well?
Yeah. I feel bad because Albania is like obviously winning, so I'm trying to give.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah, like.
And Canada's home, guys. Like, I'm trying to, and it's sitting at 2. It was at 3 until Summer took it back.
I tried to give it a point. I was like, this point is obviously for them.
Okay, so this one here, definitely not going to be Albania. So, shopping experience, variety, affordability, quality, convenience for clothes, groceries, and essentials.
Yeah. Albania, it's a big scavenger hunt.
I thought you were going to say it's a big scam. It's a big scavenger hunt. Ordering stuff here is the biggest pain I've ever seen. I lived in China, and this is worse.
Yeah.
China.
I mean, everything's made there. Quality, I mean, it is China, but that's also where, like, high class, like, high things are being made. They can easily copy that, no problem. So, China. I had perfect Dior Air Jordan shoes. They were absolutely amazing. The only
Serial numbers and everything.
The only reason I'm not wearing them to this day is because
somebody stole them in Canada. See, that's why we can't give it. That's why we can't give Canada points for safety.
Yeah, at the pool by children.
Yeah, and they were old, dude.
They were old, like stinky, like it's.
They're her gym shoes. Like she was. Anyway, whatever. So, okay. Are you surprised? So let's give you the totals if you're not keeping score. We have in third place Canada with 2 points. Second place China with 9 points, leaving Albania with 12. Are you surprised?
I'm surprised Canada didn't get more.
I'm surprised China didn't win. I thought 100% the winner would be China.
I thought if it wasn't the winner that it would be like a
Tied?
split hair or something. Yeah.
I mean, it's a difference of 3 points.
And I thought Canada would get more than 2. What did
Canada
we get?
sucks.
We both gave it a point on something. What was it?
Weather and seasons.
Weather. You gave Albania weather.
No, we went
you
Canada.
didn't. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And even then, that's
Weather.
debatable.
The one thing you would think definitely not Canada. We're like, Who knows though? If we might have been in Beijing in China, we might have chosen China.
Or Shenzhen.
Shenzhen, where's that?
South Hong Kong.
No. Way too hot.
Oh.
So if we were in Beijing, I might have even chosen Beijing. But too hot. Both places we went to. Too hot.
Yeah, okay, so keep in mind Canada too. It all depends on where you live. If
Yeah.
we were in the Ottawa area, I think China would have gotten that one.
Maybe.
Or here.
Here, maybe.
But because we spent our last 3 years in Vancouver. So it depends on where you live too, right? Like where you are in the country is relative to your experience.
But again, I'm sensitive to heat. So I might have been okay with the drastic snow. So
Anyway, are you surprised by the results? Because we definitely were.
a little.
And I hope you enjoyed this. And comment down below, let us know what you think. Do you agree with our findings? Do you disagree with our findings? And if this video helped you, thumbs up. Bye.
Bye.